Often think all kinds of ridiculous, irrational, and nasty things about our partner and the people from their past. At the very least, we are unable or unwilling to consider our partner's past from a grounded perspective. Because our retroactive jealousy is running the show and distorting the picture we see in our head. Please bear this in mind as we continue. Now, you might have serious and legitimate concerns about your partner's relationship and/or sexual history. And there are certain situations in which you might want to consider whether your partner truly shares your values and has the potential to be a healthy long-term mate. So take an hour, find a quiet place where you can be alone, get out a paper and pen, and ask yourself the following questions. Question number 1. Am I using retroactive jealousy as an excuse to push my partner away because I'm unhappy in the relationship? Now dig deep here. Are you truly happy in the relationship aside from your discomfort surrounding your partner's past? Is this relationship really what you want right now? Really try to dig deep. Question number 2. Does my partner have a history of lying and breaking trust? And if my partner has made mistakes in their past, have they acknowledged them? Are they learning, growing, working on themselves? Try to look at your partner as an impartial observer as you try to evaluate their personal growth. Question number 3. Do I feel deep down that my partner's values are genuinely incompatible with my own? Are there certain issues with your partner or their past behavior that in your calmest of moments you truly feel are deal breakers? And why? Do you really believe your partner is wrong for you and will violate your morals and values moving forward in the relationship? Now, when you get a chance later on, it's a good idea to ask a friend or family member for perspective on this one, preferably someone who knows both you and your partner well. And finally, question number 4. Has my partner consistently demonstrated reckless and dangerous behavior? Does my partner pose a risk to my physical, emotional, or sexual health? And if they have engaged in dangerous, reckless, or destructive behavior in the past, is it likely they will continue to do so in the future? Now be completely honest with yourself as you respond to these questions, and write out your answers in as much detail as you wish. Now, if the answer is a wholehearted yes to any one of these questions, you might want to seriously consider moving on and finding someone better suited for you. For example, if she or he is crazy with a capital C, and your parents and all of your friends and your mailman and the guy at the gas station and the busboy at the restaurant are telling you so, my advice is to run and don't look back. Your energy is probably best spent elsewhere. And there is no shame in acknowledging what you can handle and what you cannot. Now still, I urge that if you do decide to move on, try to avoid intentionally hurting your partner or otherwise attempting to transfer your pain and anguish onto them. Because a person's self-esteem is often a delicate thing, and you will do your partner and yourself no favors if you storm out in a rage or otherwise intentionally hurt them. It's just bad karma, trust me. Now, naturally, I cannot tell you if your partner or the relationship is worth fighting for. However, I can tell you that overcoming retroactive jealousy is definitely worth the struggle, regardless of your exact circumstances. Because it's unpleasant to feel powerless. It's unpleasant to feel out of control and hopeless. It's unpleasant to feel vulnerable to a constant threat of intrusive, painful thoughts and curiosity. This alone should give you motivation to work on yourself and commit to overcoming retroactive jealousy, regardless of your decision to stay with your partner or not. Furthermore, as I've discovered, one's retroactive jealousy is often not dependent on the specific partner or their specific history. Many people find that after moving on from a relationship in which they experienced retroactive jealousy, future relationships suffer an identical fate. For some of us, whenever we fall in love with someone new, we fall victim to a repeat cycle of intrusive curiosity regarding their past, unwelcome emotional responses, compulsive questioning, obsessive thoughts, and self-destructive behavior. For some of us, it doesn't matter who we fall in love with or what their past looks like. We will still suffer from retroactive jealousy. In short, the problem is often not with our partner or their past. The problem is often with us. It is necessary for you to accept this premise if you want to get serious about overcoming retroactive jealousy. Once you begin to get a handle on your brain, and the constant questions, mental movies, and unwanted thoughts begin to cease, you'll be able to think clearly again and make good decisions about whether or not to pursue a future with your partner. This video contained excerpts from my guidebook, Overcoming Retroactive Jealousy, a guide to getting over your partner's past and finding peace. Since it was published in 2013, Overcoming Retroactive Jealousy has helped thousands of men and women get the answers they need and move on from the hellish cycle of retroactive jealousy. Click the link in the description to learn more.